our foot soak buckets?
Yes.
Great.
And an ice pack. So
yes, I've got mine too. I'm hopefully going to remember.
Yeah.
So what we were going to do today is, obviously we needed our foot soak bucket ready. So we are going to have a foot soak, and we also have, as per usual, a short, well, it's not so short, it's a little bit longer video of Shrimataji where she talks about the domination of matter over our spirit and just overcoming that. And she had some interesting points about lethargy, and that we all have a little bit of lethargy. And I felt the truth of that, in that we get really busy to combat our lethargy. So therefore, that could be a reason why we go too much into the activity, just to combat our own lethargy. Anyway, interesting point. So we'll also talk a bit about that, and also our points about puja being our way of inviting the divine to come closer in ourselves. And also we'll talk a little bit about this time being of Christmas, of Christ, and that there are actually many other deities. Of course, there are all the 7 and more deities in our own subtle system, and they're all celebrated at different times in different countries. So you may also have different celebrations. Here in Australia and other Western countries, Christmas becomes a big celebration. But in Sahaja Yoga, we celebrate everything because we have the essence or the deity or the divinity of the origin of each of those festivals within us. And by doing our puja, we're inviting them to come a little closer. So, in fact, there's about 12 times in a year where we particularly concentrate on a particular deity or incarnation or essence of divinity that we can awaken within ourselves and in our sahasrara to get closer and become a more divine personality ourselves, really. So we will talk a little bit about that, although I have foreshadowed that. And we do want to talk about what's happening immediately coming up next week, in fact, and then also what we'll do as far as our daily meditation sessions together. So next week we've got Emmanuel's going to take us through the elements and the subtle part of the elements that are within us. So you're the fire, the earth, the air, the water. Hi, welcome, Deepak. Just talking about what's coming up and where we're going further, what we're doing today and tomorrow as well. So getting into the future as well as the present. So I was just saying that next week we're going to have our 2 sessions as usual, but that'll be the last week that we in fact have 2 sessions. So in the new year we'll pare it down to 1 session with the understanding that everyone will have located their local collective to maybe attend a physical class once a week, as we all do. And even more than that, will be good to hook you up with the yogis.com website, where we all get our information about collective events.
Sorry.
Hello?
Someone came. Sorry, someone came to our house.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
I will back.
Pop it on mute, and it doesn't affect anyone. That's all fine. So I was just saying that I forget what I was saying. Anyway, we're going to go to 1 session a week next year, potentially on Thursday. So that gives you time to attend other collective events. And as we're all now yogis together, we can all attend our collective events together on the webcast calendar. You'll see there's many beginners and regulars sessions to attend. So there's always something where we can meditate together. And of course, it is also important that we meditate on our own. So first thing in the morning, if we can at least allow half an hour, say, to just be with our own divinity within and the all-pervading divinity around. And then we really see our own progress as well. And then, of course, the collective meditations, whether they be online or in person, that also, because we all have different combinations of the chakras, I might be more right-sided, you might be more left-sided. All together, we balance each other out, so we can have a different experience in the collective meditation. So I have talked for a lot, and our foot soaks are getting warmer. Any questions anyone has about what we're going to do going forward? Now's your chance.
I was just wondering if Deepak had a chance to get his Footsoak bucket ready at all, Deepak?
No, hello everyone. Actually, not yet, because I just got my friend's message. I'm from US, by the way.
Hi, Deepak. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm from California, US, so it's 5 p.m. for me.
Oh.
And is it very cold there? Are you in snow?
No, I'm from California. It's cold,
California's sunny.
Yeah, but it's not snow over here. But it's cold.
It's winter, yeah.
It's winter over here, yeah. So my friend from Australia, they just pinged me this message. So do I have to get bucket, or can I just do today without bucket, and from tomorrow onward I can carry on from the bucket?
Yeah, today we're you can do it without bucket, of course. If you have the ability to fairly soon get a bucket, that's also nice to have the foot soak together. So Deepak, you've of course done a foot soak before or not?
I've done only twice. Actually, I'm a new pie to this. It's like I've just started like probably a week or 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So I just have a picture yet. I have to frame it and everything.
Nice.
I'm just getting ready, but I've been doing it morning, pretty much around like 5:30 a.m.
Lovely.
Yeah. So I'm still waiting for my awakeness, which will happen definitely. It'll come back. But yes. So should I go, or can we just continue?
If it's a quick thing and you've got a bucket and you know where everything is, you just need to go grab it, then I would go grab it. It'll be nice.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll chat amongst ourselves.
Okay. I'll be back quick. Thank you.
Yeah. So I see Sundri's come on. Hi, Sundri. Welcome.
And Deepak, you'll need a handful of salt as well. Just bung that in the water too.
Hi, Lynn.
Hi. Have you got your bucket ready, Sundri?
No, I couldn't carry it, and I have no one here to help me. So
no worries, no problem.
Yeah.
Not compulsory. Just a nice opportunity, but all fine. Yeah.
Thank you.
Violetta, have you got your bucket ready?
She
would, I'm sure.
Yeah. And Chirag.
Yes, Chirag, do you have yours, or you're busy looking after everyone on YouTube for us?
No, I always take a chance and I do my meditation. So I
good.
Look ready for me and Kriti together.
Yeah, nice. And I see we've got Ashwini's there. Welcome, Ashwini. Do you have your bucket ready?
Just 2 minutes. It's these school holidays are just,
Yeah, look, I just came back from shopping, so I need my foot soak. But
Yeah.
Go get it, Ashwini. We're just talking about what's coming up and what we're going to do next year.
Okay.
And we'll go get your bucket.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah, don't worry, Sundri. We're okay with you not having it.
Okay.
So just to catch up for Sundri, for yourself, and when Ashwini gets back, and
Yes.
Deepak, we were just saying that next year we'll go to one session a week if everyone still wants to meet at midday or whatever time it is in your zone.
Mhm.
If this time works for everyone, we can carry on as a midday, but we'll just do Thursdays. So
Right.
you're not too busy with attending other sessions, because we're, as we've mentioned now, you're absorbing into the collective. So then there'll be collective events that you can also join in with, with us, the things we're attending. So that was the idea there, so that we're not dominating your whole life, but we'll together go to yogi events.
Right.
And other thing we wanted to ask you about, which we'll probably follow up a bit more at the end, whether you had a chance to find an actual physical class, if you had a collective program anywhere that you can attend. Just it's a different flavour and experience of deepening of our meditative event.
Okay. So it's Sundri here, and
Yeah.
reply to that, I did find that there is a collective class, two collective classes actually. One is more a beginner group in one suburb close to me, and the other one is quite further away. But because I have so many appointments, medical appointments in January, I might not be able to go until the end of January. So that's what I'm aiming for.
Yeah, no, that's it's all whatever is achievable. So
Yes.
no stress, because that's the thing too, to keep in mind that we keep showing you more and more techniques for doing the different things. Welcome back,
Okay.
Deepak.
Okay, so I got the warm water. Is that okay? Because it's pretty cold over here.
Yeah. So warm up for those in the cold, and cool down for those of us who've been shopping crazily in the hot weather. So us who are in 28 or 30 degrees will cool down, whereas you'll warm up, that's fine. So I was just saying, Deepak, I just wanted to get onto this point for everyone that while we show you all the techniques and mantras, etc., at different chakras, you don't have to remember and do everything. So it's ideally we start feeling on our hands literally the state of our being, and then our own Kundalini energy, which is awakened, will let us know where we need to put our attention, our hands, to give vibrations, to also think about what it is that's stressing out that particular chakra. And if we're finding it's not clearing straight away with just our hand and our attention, then we've got other tools, which is, you can say the mantra of the deity or the incarnation who came to awaken those qualities of that energy center. So it becomes more a feeling thing and what's right for you. And of course, we've also got many, many resources on our website page. And this session we're doing is called the 7 series. So when you find your way to the website, and again, I will show you again at the end of the next couple of final sessions for the year, all the resources are there. So if you find my heart is not clearing and I want to know what to do about that more, then you can go and find the resources, and you may just then find the qualities and the things that might make that center feel constricted. So just to keep that in mind. We are, though, today for our foot soak going to have a fairly simplified and succinct one, in that we don't want to take too much time with it. So you'll see what we mean by not having to go through every affirmation, for each aspect of each of the chakras, but you can just do a simple balancing and then just take your attention to the Sahasrara and let your Mother Kundalini work out the centers, cool you down, bring you into balance.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for I appreciate it. Actually, I'm gonna make it very short. I had an accident, and I have a joint pain and everything. So a tremendous internal health problem after that. No sleep, insomnia, thyroid issue, blah blah blah. Mind is just want to win a race in Olympic, so it just keep racing. So I saw one of the friend in Australia. We studied together from 2nd grade, and so he doing it, and he improved his health a lot, his vision, his everything, his family, his relationship by himself, because I know him since a long time. He was kind of an annoying person.
Yeah.
And he's a lot different guy. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking that I hope I'll find myself. So
yeah, very good. So Deepak, you've obviously had your self-realization. You've awakened your Kundalini energy already. So a few strands have come through your fontanelle bone area, and you've experienced that little bit of silence between the thoughts already?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't felt any sensation or anything. I've been just doing myself from a week, 2 weeks. So, but I haven't felt anything yet, because I haven't not even control my thoughts while doing meditation. The thoughts are still coming while I'm saying all the
look,
all this.
that of course, all of us still get the thoughts, etc. But there's a way of, and not controlling the thoughts, but letting our own Kundalini energy, our spiritual energy, take us to that place which is peaceful in the present. And it's having faith that our own Kundalini energy will look after us, will take us there. So our brain wants us to try something because it's stressing. So you want to let go of that and come up here and let the divine take care and bring everything naturally into balance. So it's a way of surrendering to your own higher self, basically. If that makes sense.
But you have had your self-realization, right, Deepak?
I guess we can say that you may not have felt it, Deepak, but you've actually gone through the, let me just show you on this slide here.
I might have, but I have no idea how.
I guess what Gulshan's asking you is, have you attended a session where you've gone through the affirmations? Who am I?
Yeah.
Am I?
I attend with my friends. Yeah, over the weekend.
What I thought, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So our
and I have a YouTube video, and that I listen every morning at 5 a.m. or 5:30, and I do that.
Okay, nice. Yeah, all right. So we just didn't want to throw you in when we haven't explained anything, but you know where.
Yes,
just want to feel it, and that's understandable. And this when this Vishuddhi chakra opens out a bit more, you'll start to feel it. But even if you just feel a little bit relaxed, that's it.
Okay, perfect.
You're on your journey, and
do you guys have because I'm on a whole different planet, do you guys have any group or anything which I can get more information I can join?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
perfect.
Thank you.
We'll put you in touch. We'll give you that information where we can connect you up, and we'll follow up with you afterwards. Deepak, if you put your mobile number in the chat and your email, then we'll keep in touch and connect you up.
I have put a link where you can join our WhatsApp group.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. Thanks, Chirag. Chirag's put the link there for you in the chat, Deepak, and we'll get along there. And thanks for your number there. That's good. And maybe your email, and then we won't get lost. Super. Great.
We can then try and connect Deepak to people in the US who are already practicing.
Yeah.
I live in Orange County, California. So there is a community like 10 miles down the road, but they stopped doing it. Yeah, they're not doing it. And I called them and they said, oh, we are not doing it, and because of the COVID and everything. So it's literally, I say, are you doing any Zoom or anything? No. The one I find out in the East Coast, and East is basically 3 hours ahead of me. So that's not working for me. So
there's lots online, Deepak. So you've landed at the right place, because there's so many. Every month there's a daily meditation class at different times. So December, I think, is just finishing right now, and we're of course November, but we're never ending, of course. And then there's another one starting in January as well. So we'll hook you up. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Hi Deepak, I've just given you my email ID. I can share you all the recorded sessions which we have done in this series, and then you can go through one by one, and then maybe you can get in touch with one of us, and then in our WhatsApp chat.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it.
Right. Thank you, Chirag.
Well, Chirag, you're on it. So have you taken all the info from the chat line too, Chirag?
Yeah, I've copied it.
Oh, good. Well done. So we're all looking out for each other, Deepak.
Awesome.
So now we've got our buckets. Let's get started on our foot soak. Gulshan, would you like to take us through the foot soak?
I can, Lynn. I won't be on the screen. I will sit next to it so you can hear me, but I'll try and go through explain everything as we do. And today the foot soak is going to be quite interesting, in the sense that we're going to let go, as Lynn mentioned, and surrender to the mothering energy, the Kundalini, to take charge and to manage us. So we surrender to her, surrender to the Kundalini, our thoughts, our desires, our wishes, our worries, everything just in the same bag, and let her take charge. So it's something you can do that when you're really tired or agitated and nothing seems to work, time to just let go. So that's the plan for today. And let me just get my bucket organized. Give me a moment and we'll get started. So,
all right. So I'll show everyone. We'll raise our Kundalini and place ourselves in Bandhan. So our left hand is in front of us and our right hand is winding around. Let's do that. Just raising our Kundalini, tying a knot at top. Second time, because we have 3 channels, we always do this 3 times. 2 knots. And our third time, we'll tie 3 knots. And then let's place ourselves in Bandhan, which is protecting ourselves with those lovely vibrations that are in our palms right now. So it's 7 times over and back. That's about 5. 6th one. And the 7th one. And then just sitting relaxed with our palms up on our lap for a minute.
thanks, Lynn. And that visual is very useful. So if you've got our water, again, the temperature is according to our liking. If you've been rushing around all day, then it's good to have cool water. And if it's really cold and you're feeling quite lethargic, then it's good to use warm water. So just place our right hand on top of the water and the left hand towards Shri Mataji's photograph. Now, if you don't have one in front of you, Shri Mataji's photo, then I suppose, Lynn, if you can put a picture of Shri Mataji.
Your photograph is there, Gulshan, on the visuals. If everyone can see Gulshan's meditation space there, you can use that photograph. Otherwise, if you'd like, Gulshan, I can put on the slide. I can share a slide as well.
That is Shri Mataji standing in the ocean.
Yes, yes.
As we're
Up to you, Gulshan. You tell me what you want.
And perhaps might be good to have a larger picture,
Okay.
if you can.
Sure, sure.
So left hand towards Shri Mataji's photograph, right hand above the water, and we're just going to rotate our hand in a clockwise direction to vibrate the water. And I hope everyone's got a handful of salt already in their buckets. So 7 times, just rotating our hand above the water to vibrate it. And then we place our feet into the water.
So we're doing 7 times like this. If you can see my little picture on the screen.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. That photo's lovely, Lynn. So hands in our lap, palms open. And watching Shri Mataji's photograph. And to settle our thoughts, let's place our attention on Shri Mataji's bindi, because that is really nice. It settles our thoughts and it starts to calm us down and take the pressure off our attention. Left hand towards Shri Mataji and drop the right hand towards the earth.
This right hand has gone towards the earth.
And just ask Shri Mataji to please take away all the heaviness, all the darkness, all my lethargy from my left side into the earth through the right hand. Shri Mataji, please let my Kundalini take charge of my chakras and repair and replenish my chakras. Please let all the obstructions from my left side be released into the earth through the right hand. So no mantras today, no placing our hands on our chakras, just watching Shrimataji's photograph and praying from all our heart. Please take charge and please help me. Please repair and replenish the chakras within me on my left side. And while we wait for that to happen for a moment or two, please take your attention to the top of your head. Attention's on top of our head. Eyes are open, watching Shrimataji. And if you do have thoughts coming, let the thoughts come and just let them go. And if you do find yourself suddenly getting swayed by the thoughts, pause, tell yourself, not now, not this thought, and take your attention back to the top of your head and watching Shrimataji's photo. Mother Kundalini, please cleanse my chakras on my left side. Please repair the condition of my chakras. And please let my left side be in balance. Bring our right hand back on the lap and raise your left side. And you may have to watch Lynn in this visual. Raise your left hand from your elbow up towards the sky. This is to clear our right side. Shri Mataji, please take away all the excessive heat from my right side into the air through the left hand. Please take away all my worries, all my worries, all my worries, my thoughts, anxiety, the thoughts that induce fear within me, and my thoughts that are attacking and worrying me. I surrender them to you. Please manage me and please manage my chakras. Mother Kundalini, please repair the chakras on my right side, and please replenish them with your love. I surrender all my thoughts to you, Mother Kundalini. Please allow me to feel the silence in my head. Please silence my attention. Please cool down my attention. One of the tools that we often use to help cool down our attention is also placing an ice pack on our liver, which is just on the right side of our belly button. It doesn't matter if it's cold or hot. Ice pack does a great job because our mind still continues to constantly be on the go. So it's good to use that ice pack. If you can't do it during the foot soak, it's good to use it afterwards as well. Remember not to get caught up in the thoughts and just watching Shrimataji's photo of Bindi. Bring our left hand back onto our lap, both hands, palm facing up. Mother Kundalini, please give me balance of vibrations in both my hands and in both my channels. Please take away all the obstructions from my central channel. Now we bring our right hand in front of us and raise the mothering energy, the Kundalini. And for this, if you're not sure how it's done, please watch Lynn. The right hand in front of us, and we just raise the Kundalini and bring it up to the top of your head and place our attention there. So we do that 2-3 times. The more you do it, the better. So there's no particular number, but it's good to always raise your Kundalini, bring it up, because she corresponds and responds to a hand. Just raise your Kundalini, bring it up to the top of your head. Hands in your lap, attention on top of your head. Watching Shrimataji's photo. Mother Kundalini, please rise and please let me feel your love and your presence. Please keep your eyes open while you're watching Shrimataji's photo too. Shrimataji, please let me feel the present moment, the silence. And please let me feel the love of my Kundalini on top of my head, on my hands. Tension on the Sahasrara. And to finish the foot soak, it is a little bit short. It doesn't need to be any longer than 10 minutes, but I'm a little bit mindful of time because I rather we listen to, if there's any spare time, to listen to Shrimataji's talk as well. So to finish up, please watch Lynn. Hands on your ego and superego, and they're crossed at your Agya point. And this is to bring down our ego and superego and sweep it down on our body and flick it into the water. A couple of times, bring your ego and superego down and flick it into the water. That is reducing the pressure and the built up presence of our ego and superego into the water. Also place your hands at the back of your head on your void, the Nabi, the Swadhisthana, and just bring it across and flick it into the water. If you happen to have some water sitting, you can rinse your feet, or if you have paper towels or towels, please wipe your feet. And then we'll just leave our buckets to the side for now so that we can continue. And then you can tip the water out into the loop once we finish and say goodbye. For now, just place your buckets to the side, please. So that's a really easy, quiet way to let go and surrender it all to the mothering energy and let her manage. And surprisingly, I don't know about anybody else, but it felt really good actually. So
It was so relaxing. I was literally, I got yawns 3-4 times. It was so relaxing. I could feel, I got cold water because I was very overactive, but the water has become warm now.
It's mine too.
I think we've all got cool water today. So yeah.
Except for Deepak, he might need warm water. He's in the winter. So we might play for you. It's an audio of Srimataji talking about going from the domination of matter to our spirit. And also she touches a little bit on our theme of puja as well. It is an audio, but there's visual of Srimataji's photographs, which is lovely. So just keep watching her photograph as the video plays. And of course, you've got the translation or the subtitles there as well, if you're finding their language a little hard to pick up. But, you know, once you're really feeling thoughtless and above the thinking, you can close your eyes for a moment because it does take you into a meditative state. So I'll just share that for you now.
Our work is spreading very fast. And people are taking to eat. In Europe, I find the land is much more fertile, surprisingly. And once people get realization, they become fantastic. I mean, they think it's something that they have been expecting, and they understand Sahaja Yoga much better than we understand here. Though your kundalinis rise very high, I have seen that. But the progress is not that all right. Now Ray has been to India. He'll tell you what sort of people we have in India and how they have progressed themselves. Now, as I said, the main problem of our country is lethargy. And lethargy is something we have to overcome somehow. And this lethargy is actually a satanic force. It's not lethargy only of the matter that comes from material domination on the spirit, but it is really satanic because it stops your progress and is to be avoided. And to get out of it, one has to be really alert about it, how it crawls onto you. Krishna has put the worst vice in the whole world is alasya, means lethargy. Alasya pijayate. Everything comes out of alasya. According to him, first the lethargy comes in, and because of lethargy we get into vices, and then we go to the right side also because of lethargy. Because just to avoid the lethargy, we go to the right side too much. So, according to him, everything starts with lethargy, and then the person loses the essence of life through lethargy. And this is our special quality. And that is our real problem, is the lethargy. Because Sahaja Yoga is a thing where we say there is a kriya. You don't have to do anything. It is effortless. Everything works out effortless, spontaneously. So we think that everything is going to work out for us spontaneously. Only the Kundalini Jagruti is spontaneous for the first time, not for the second time. Only for the first time. That is, I have to do it, or my photograph has to do it. But afterwards, you have to work. You have to keep your Kundalini afloat. You have to understand what are your problems. What are you getting into? I mean, individually, every one of you is a masterpiece. Individually. Because of lethargy, you are clouded. Secondly, because of lethargy, you are secluded. Lethargy gives you also ego. Because anything that challenges lethargy, you get on top of that person. You don't like such a person. But the lethargy also those do not have are the people their attention is not on spiritual development. Theirs is, as I told you yesterday, on other things which are not important to spiritual life. We pay so much attention to other things than to our spiritual life. Why is it? Why is it we pay more attention to material things, to material comforts, to material achievements, to material obsessions? Why? We must think about it. And why not to our spiritual ascent? The reason is we have been identified with matter. We have been going through that circle. We thought that we must have material development. So we had industrial revolution. We created a society dominated by industries. Machinery came up. We saw the machinery started dominating us. We wanted to misidentify from that machinery. Machinery has also given us lethargy. Because we use machine-made things, our hands do not work. We have lost all the deftness of the hands. We have lost all the walking capacity. We can only take a bus or a car. We do not want to walk at all. Now this mechanization and the use of matter too much has made us sort of matters ourselves. We have become matter. That we cannot live without it. We are so identified with it. After realization, if you are still identified with the matter, then your realization slows down. So one has to understand fully that matter is absolutely secondary. Without, of course, getting your body, you cannot receive realization. You have to have your body. But matter which is gross is of no meaning. Subtle matter is all right for us. That's important. Like this light which is burning is important. Water that is in the ocean is all right. The sky, open sky, say here it is not so good. But if you go to a country, it's even better. The Mother Earth, say example here, I don't know how it is, but in India, certain places, Mother Earth is very much sucking your material identifications. So matter has been identified with us, we have been using it, living with it, and that's why it is easy for us to get back into the same circle of matter. And we get into it, we pay attention more to it. Your attention, if it is dominated by matter, people can make it out. And that is one thing has to look after very clearly, because these are countries who have advanced so much in material advancement. So what happens? Every matter attracts your attention. You go on the street, this one woman is standing, or there's something selling, this happening. All the time the attention. You see, it is their job to attract your attention, otherwise how are they going to exploit you? See, they will have no justification. So they produce things, advertise things, to do in such a way to distract your attention. Now this is a force which is acting against our attention. So as far as possible, keep your attention straight or on the Mother Earth. If you can control your attention, you can overcome your material domination. Now the best thing is to put attention to your spirit. If you start putting your attention to spirit, the sweetness of the spirit itself will make the whole thing very sweet and beautiful. The attention should be in the spirit. When you are getting ready, keep the attention on the spirit. Now it's not difficult because Kundalini has reached that stage. Before realization, if I had said it, then you would have said, Mother, how to do it. But now, when you have got realization, try to bring your attention to spirit. Means first, when the Kundalini rises, you start looking at the spirit. Or you say when you get realization, you see the spirit. In the sense that the spirit starts flowing through you. You start watching it's flowing, it's this thing. But then, after some time, you must enter into spirit. and see through the window of the spirit, the whole thing, by developing your witness spirit. If you develop your witness state, from attention you become knowledge, the truth. Then material things become the knowledge. Aesthetics of matter start giving you joy. You do not want to possess it, but they start giving you joy. And even if you want to possess it, it would be just to enjoy it and give it away to somebody else. It's like that. It's for your enjoyment and you want to give it away to someone else. When you develop your witness state, this will come to you, that you will not keep things to yourself, but you would like to give and share. Sharing. That is the time you should know you have become a witness, because you are enjoying. Witness state is the state of Sri Krishna, of Virat. When you start sharing your things, then it is a proper thing. Come in, there's space here. Who is standing there? Come along, come inside. There is space. Hello, come in, come in. Come in. Come in, there is space. Now the essence of puja is also how to overcome our material grossness. Puja is nothing but is how to overcome our material grossness. When we want to have a matter to ourselves, we must know that it is given to us by God. Everything belongs to God. Supposing we give flower to God, after all it is God's own creation. What are we giving? We show light to God or do arti to God. What? It is all God's light only. What do we do? But by showing light to God, what we do is to be worship light within us. The light element gets enlightened within us. The light element is here on the Agya. When you do arti or when you put light before God, when you show light to God, the light element within you gets enlightened. When you give flowers, Muladhara gets enlightened. When you get honey, then your attention gets enlightened. So why we give it to God? After all, God doesn't need anything. But God is the enjoyer. You are not the enjoyer. You cannot enjoy. Enjoyer is God. In you, when God is there, that enjoys, that is the spirit. So whatever pleases your spirit is used in the puja to be given. Now you give rice. All these things are discovered, that you give rice to the Devi. Rice should be put in her lap. Now what is rice? A little rice to a Devi. Is by putting rice in you, the satisfaction of getting food, or food that gives you satisfaction, is enlightened. But that doesn't mean you start showering things on me. That doesn't mean that. What I'm trying to say, do it with dignity and understanding. That you give me rice. Now, rice giving is people don't understand why rice is to be given to God. After all, why give him palm leaves? What is he going to do? If he Christ was the Son of God, what was the use of putting palm leaves for him? Or to give him uh, oil bath, or to rub his feet with oil. It is for you to get the advantage. Now in Sahaja Yoga it is proved now. When you rub my feet, you feel better, not me. You rub my hands, you feel better. When you fall at my feet, you feel better. She is a great, what were you doing? Huh? Reflexology. Big name, huh? Reflexology. And she's supposed to know about the feet and things like that. One day she said, Mother, I want to come and massage your feet. I know this and all that. So I said, all right, come along. So she came to rub my feet. Instead of I becoming relaxed, she was becoming relaxed. The more she was rubbing, she was getting relaxed. So, you see, when you do for God, the blessings comes to you. You are blessed. Whatever is a problem with you, you give to God to solve. Also, whatever satisfies you, you give to God. The satisfaction comes to you. Now these flowers, when you give it to me, Muladhara, they give you two things, Swadhisthana and Muladhara. Flowers, that's why very important. They give Swadhisthana. If the flowers are beautiful, then they give Swadhisthana. And if they are fragrant, they cure your Muladhara. Now, I mean, there's no end to flowers also. But think about it, that you are doing it to improve your chakras. Then
So let's just continue that nice feeling of meditation, raising our attention. If it's not already there, of course it is, but just some more strands of Kundalini up to Sahasrara, not to think anything. Let's just continue our meditative mood. And maybe we can have a few minutes. I'll just play a bit of background music for all. And then when you're feeling no thoughts are coming, you can close your eyes. Sorry, cutting it off a little short, but slowly opening your eyes. When you're ready, we'll raise our Kundalini with our hands as we did to start. Tying our attention up above the thinking brain. 2 knots. And the third time, 3 knots. Let's protect ourselves with those lovely vibrations over and back 7 times for each of our chakras in our energy centers. So I hope you got the point about puja from Srimataji's talk, being that you're offering to God, but God being in you. So, I mean, it's a harder concept for, say, myself of my background, but maybe for others of you of Indian background, you might be familiar with that concept of puja, but still it's the divine within us we're awakening by outward things we're doing. So anyway, we will keep on with that theme to make sure we get the point, but quite interesting about matter and taking our attention to the spirit. So if anyone has any questions or anything they need to know about our next year, in fact, yeah, feel free to unmute on video. We can discuss.
So next week there will not be any meditation, right?
Yes, there will be meditation next week. So today is 23. All of our sessions are not actually landing on any of the holiday days, but of course you may all be busy with holiday events or family functions, of course, understood. But we will be here on Monday. We've got Emmanuel who's going to do a session on the elements. So, you know, the fire, the earth, the water, and the subtleness of those elements within us. And maybe he'll take us for a shoe beat even, which is a concept some of you are already aware of, but we haven't done it in our sessions, our lunchtime sessions yet. So we still have one more week of 2 days. So that's next week. And then on the Thursday, we'll be doing a session on some other chakras, Sri Lalita, Sri Chakra, and just the essences of the left and right side that are looked after, plus our Hamsa Chakra, which is actually part of the Vishuddhi Center, and just some interesting, maybe we'll find the appropriate talk of Sri Mataji's where she talks about that and our discretion and how we can look after our Hamsa Chakra as well, which is quite interesting. And then, of course, in the new year, in January, we are going to go to at least just the 1 day a week. So potentially on the Thursday at 12 o'clock. Not fully decided yet. We just had that idea recently. So we'll still have one day a week in the new year. So hopefully you'll be there as well. And
sessions will be recorded because Monday I will be traveling.
Of
so
course.
I won't be able to come in this session, but Thursday I'm there for sure.
Okay, great. Yeah, so as per normal, everything's recorded. So Deepak, also have a look. I was going to show you where our resources are, and in case you're wondering where all the past sessions are. So let me share that with you right now. I do have it lined up to show you.
And while Lynn's looking at that, I was just also going to suggest if some of us are at home next Thursday, you could gather some flowers, and then we could just together perhaps offer the flowers to our altars that we have as we begin the program, just to express our gratitude and thankfulness.
Okay, so here's my, oops, everything's overlapping. I'm sharing my computer screen. So we've got here the freemeditation.com.au 7 series. So this is us. We are 7 series. And you'll see we've got a description. We've got, you can join the session with YouTube or Zoom from here. I know it says there the session is ended, but as you can see, we are not ended. I'm not sure why it says that. Just ignore that whenever it says the session is ended, and you know very well it's on. And then here, of course, is the summary of all of the sessions. So week 1, we had every day beginner's session. And you can see there the qualities of the different chakras we went through in the first week. Then the second week, we went through more deeply again with each of the chakras. So up to day 14, that was integrating all the qualities. Then week 3, we had the advanced. And again, it started from it was the first chakra, and we went through to the Sahasrara chakra. So then these current sessions, that was every day, which was nice with you all. Then we've got this other section here, which is the ongoing support sessions, which is what we're doing now, which is the twice a week. And we focused on the mantras for each of the energy centers and the deities that we're attracting to be with us on our chakras, and then also come and sit at the Sahasrara, integrating all of our chakras and deities at Sahasrara. So that's the 7th center where we're all having our lovely meditations. We had preparing for puja on our last session. Today, of course, we had footsoaking and clearing, and also you'll see there that we also had preparing for Christmas puja, which obviously Christmas is on Saturday, and we'll be in our collective physically having a puja as well. So that's why we're introducing you to that. So next week, as I said, was the subtle elements with Emmanuel on Monday. And then, of course, on the day 33 will be our Sri Lalita, Sri Chakra, and probably Hamsa Chakra as well on the Thursday. So that's where you can see all of those weeks, and also you can play any of those from this spot. So if you click on the arrow, that YouTube will play. So they're all stored there. So one place for everything. And then this spot that I wanted to show you, which is at the very bottom of the page, is where you've got all the resources. Now it's disguised as just a blue line, but if you click on that plus button there, you see all the resources. So going from how to meditate at home, then the human subtle system, the chakras and nadis, you can just click through all of those. Music that we've played will be there, so that it all gets added to each time we have a session. Preparing for foot soak and candle clearing treatments, so you can see that as well, how we did the foot soak. You can remind yourself, and also putting the candle if your left side needs a bit of warming up. If you're in winter, Deepak, this would impact you. Then the music is there. You've got beginner's guide for meditating. So that's actually a PDF document. I'm going to let you know that a good document to download, which I'll show you. I think I've got it on my computer up here in a minute. So there's the Hamsa Chakra we'll be talking about on Thursday. There's podcasts there. So really there's everything you need to have a meditation each day. So there's even a section here of different other videos that you can have a look at. If you've only got 8 minutes, you can have an 8-minute meditation there. So it's actually quite nice for your meditation just to play a video or a talk and just sit with your eyes closed listening to a talk. It's surprising how each time you listen to a talk, even though you've heard it maybe 5 or 6 times, you hear something different. So it's like you don't hear certain things till you're ready for it. So it's all fine. So then also, if you want for your meditation space, there's some photographs here. You can download these photographs. So you've got a nice selection there. And a video describing how to make your meditation space, which of course most of you have already done that. And the mantras and affirmations. There's this whole booklet you can download. Then there's other more about Sri Mataji and worldwide centres. So for your country you're in, or if you're in another state of Australia, you can also go to those centres as well and find out where they are. You can subscribe here to the newsletter to find out stuff as well. Of course, this is quite interesting here, this glossary of terms, because we forget somehow sometimes that we've adopted certain words and we forget to explain what they are. You know, like we're saying your attention. We say it so often, we forget that someone's not heard someone saying such a thing. So you can look it up here without feeling like you're interrupting and asking, although we're quite happy for you to interrupt and ask. We would rather you ask than go away and go, why did they say that? What does it mean? But all those words are there as well. And maybe somewhere are not there. And then, of course, contact. If you need to contact us, you can send us a WhatsApp message or an email as well. So that was mainly what I wanted to show you. There was some, this is the booklet that if you want to download this is very useful. So this little booklet has got everything you need in one spot. You've got photographs, you've got everything about Sahaja Yoga, in case there's someone you want to explain it to as well, because good to share and give other people realization as well. So there's quite a lot of information all in the one booklet. So if you're the kind of person who likes to have it in hand rather than go looking on your computer, one download and you've got it all. So that's quite good as well. And good to have the subtle system there, so you can look up your feeling on your fingers, and you can't remember which finger relates to which chakra. Just open up your book. Don't have to go online to the computer as well. So this booklet, I can put it in the put it in our WhatsApp group, so you can download it. Yep, so it's got quite a lot of interesting things in there, and affirmations. What if the mantras are there as well? I think
very concise and lovely photos in it as well.
Yeah. So I'll share that as well. Okay, that's my sharing done. Deepak, that's all right. You've got, if you need to go, we have gone a bit over time, but thanks everyone for joining, and we will see you on Monday. Of course, feel free to ask anything now before we go.
Lynn, before we finish, there was a request for a bandhan. One of the persons on the group. It's I'll spell out the name. It's for Jai Chand Ram Suchit. So J.
Write it in the chat, Gulshan.
I'll spell it out. Be quicker.
Okay. Yep.
J.
We're writing on our hands and giving a bandhan as we usually do at the end of a session. Go, Gulshan.
Jai.
Yes.
Hand Next word, RAMSUCHIT.
Great. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Gulshan.
You made it back, haven't you? Great.
Yeah, quickly I came.
Nice.
So we'll see you Monday, and come with your homework report.
Okay.
We'll start with that on Monday before we hand over to Emmanuel, who's going to take us through. So you all remember what your homework is? Of course, it's the same every week.
Really well.
Meditation, foot soak.
Yes.
Finding a collective.
Yeah.
Your meditation space.
Yes.
Keeping it nice.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye, Lynn. Bye,
you.
Gulshan.
Thank you, Lynn. Bye, Chirag. Thank you.
And thank you, Chirag,
Thank
yes,
you.
for looking after YouTube and all of us.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Gulshan and the team.
Bye.
Bye.